Hello, beautiful people. I hope you are having an amazing day on purpose. My name is Christine Austin Ill. If this is one of your first videos, welcome. If you're one of my subscribers, welcome back. Glad that you are clicking on this video. This was not a planned video at all. I'm actually driving to my son's first football game, and it is about 2 hours away from home. And as I'm driving, I was just listening to YouTube. I'm always watching YouTube, and a video actually came through. I was looking at home mortgages, and this young lady popped up on one of the suggestions on the channel, and it talked about she quit her $250,000 job after learning this about money. So very intriguing title, right? And of course I was like, well, I'm not doing anything else but driving. Why don't I go ahead and listen to this young lady? And her name was Erica Kohlberg. I will put the link to that video in my description down below. Pretty interesting story. What was interesting about that story was her story. Pretty similar to my story, but hers definitely different. She's a young lady, you know, didn't come from much as far as her background, and she ended up going to school and became an attorney for a large corporation, helping large companies, right? And a situation came up where her grandfather fell ill, and so she went to visit her grandfather. And of course, you know, as most of us know, whenever a loved one is sick, they have visiting hours at the hospital. You can't just pop up at the hospital when you want. There's visiting hours. And so the attorneys, you know, her boss had sent her a workload and stated that certain things needed to be done at a certain time. Now, you know, anybody that knows attorneys, they know that they work hard. They work long hours. You know, you have to do what is necessary until the work is done. A lot of jobs are like that, right? When you are making a lot of money at a corporation, you know, you are required to take care of business whenever that business needs to be taken care of. You know, you take the time off when you are permitted to take the time off, and sometimes even then you have to get some work done. So this young lady proceeded to talk about the fact that, you know, she had never taken any time off, really. You know, she wasn't one to ask for extensions or anything like that, but because of the fact that her uncle was very ill, or grandfather, excuse me, was very ill, she asked for the time for an extension on this project if she could basically take care of it tomorrow, because she needed to visit her grandfather. The boss called her and said these 10 words to her after, you know, she pleaded, stating how important it was for her to be able to go and see her dying grandfather. The boss told her, "What do you think we pay you so much for?" What do you think we pay you so much for? And the reason why I said that it reminds me so much of my own story, and those of you that have been on my channel for quite some time, I'm sure you have stumbled upon my story within my channel. But those that may not have, when I worked for corporate America, right before I was laid off, and my sister had a stroke and was laying in the hospital, and there was no one else that could go to the hospital, my manager told me I couldn't leave. It was kind of like, no, you can't leave. And here I'm in management, but of course at the senior manager, and they're telling me that I can't leave. So yes, I did leave. This young lady did not go to see her grandfather. He died, and she did not have that time spent with him that she went out of town to spend, but because of her job, she couldn't. And this story, I'm like, what do you think we pay you so much for? Like, that hits me so hard in my side that, you know, it's like, I don't think there's anything wrong with working for a job. Not at all. honestly, if I was not laid off, who knows where I would be. I probably would not be an entrepreneur. I probably have not been able to make multiple six figures, right? Probably wouldn't have, multiple streams of income. Who knows? Because I loved working for my job. I didn't know anything about the freedom of working for yourself. Not so free in the beginning. It's a lot of hard work. That's where a lot of people miss the boat. They miss, in their opportunity of having true success because they want it too fast. But I just wanted to talk about that for a minute. It honestly made me really think about how many people push and push and push and push themselves for their employer and not realizing that employer, you're really just a number in most cases. Not all places, but in most cases, you're really just a number. If you don't finish your job, if you are not working to their satisfaction, you will be replaced. And I don't know how many times I hear individuals tell me that, they can't work a commission opportunity because, they need a guaranteed pay. Your job is not guaranteed. Have we not seen that with this current pandemic? How many companies have closed? How many businesses have closed their doors? How many individuals have lost their job, their guaranteed pay, right? The blessing is I've seen more and more individuals opening up their own business, getting creative and really working the gifts that God has given them, even on the side of their job, right? They're doing other things just in case, sharpening their skills so that, they would be able to provide for their family in the event their business closed down or whatever. But thinking about your job is a guaranteed pay. It's not guaranteed. And I have to take this call. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Definitely needed to take that call. So as I was saying, your job is not a guaranteed. It's not a guaranteed pay. All right. And even if you are able to maintain the job and you keep that job until you retire, when you retire, you're now going to receive your Social Security. You no longer are getting paid. You may have a pension or, some funds, some monies. You may have a 401 Plan K or A or, 501(c)(3) or whichever one they're called, some kind of monies that have been invested or vested for you, saved for you. Some companies aren't even doing that anymore. But the point is, whenever you retire, you are no longer receiving that pay. And any monies that you're receiving, whether it be Social Security or disability, it is going to be a fraction of the amount of monies that you were used to getting paid every week, every 2 weeks, once a month. What do you do then? Right? What do you do then? And I'm just simply speaking out loud the thoughts that are running through my mind whenever I hear somebody tell me, I need to just work this job. Although I'm barely making ends meet, I'm going to work a job. If I have to work 3 jobs, then I'll work 3 jobs to pay my bills. So you're working 3 jobs. You're spending all of your time for money. The money that this company or whatever company may decide that you're worth. And no time with your family. No time with friends. No vacation time. Like, you're not living a life. This life is so short. It's so short. I'm 47 years young. Yes, I am. I'll be 48 in 2 months. And I just think about where my life has gone, where my time has gone, right? The year is almost over already, right? We're in September. Next week, it'll be September. And I remember, coming into 2021, the new year, like, oh my God, it's a new year. What am I going to do this year? What are my goals for this year? So forth and so on. And now we're in September already. Are you really truly living your life? Are you enjoying your life? Or are you spending all of your time at work? Something you want to think about, you know, something you might want to think about. And so I pray that you all are well. I pray that this video helps you to think a little bit harder on your why. Like, why are you here? What does God have you here for? If you are truly living in that why, if you're really being able to bless others, right? Are you enjoying your work life? Oh, I hear people tell me that they love what they do. And although they're not making a lot of money, they really enjoy what they're doing. Like, it really gives them a level of satisfaction. Like, that's powerful, right? Because money is not everything in the world. Money definitely gives you some freedoms, absolutely, but I mean, it's not everything. You can't take it with you. But do you feel good about what you're doing, right? Like, I love the fact that individuals come within, even like the insurance industry, with a goal in mind. Like, I'm going to work 5 years, I'm going to work 7 years, I'm going to work 10 years and build up my residual, and then I'm going to take that money and put into a business that I want to really have. And this, from me working so hard in the insurance, I'm going to use that money to sustain me to build a business that I really want. Like, that's power. And then there's people that are millionaires within the insurance industry, and that's just what they want to do. They're like, oh, why would I do anything else? You know, no, I don't love door knocking. I don't love making phone calls. I don't love having to work my reports, but I love, you know, helping people. I love that part of it. I really love, you know, the pay and being able to have the flexibility to really live my life. You know, so I think in anything that's commission, there's going to be parts of it that you're not going to like. But do you like everything with your job? Right? I don't know. I know I'm a little all over the place, so don't judge me. That video really had me thinking. It really had me thinking. She quit a $250,000 job. And it took her grandfather passing away for her to realize that although that job was very important to her and she was giving her all to it, it didn't care anything about her. And so now she has that small regret of losing her grandfather, not being able to spend that last little bit of time with him. But that won't happen to her anymore because she did leave that job. She did leave the job. And now she is working for herself. I checked her channel out. I'm like, she was an attorney, went to school, over $200,000 in loans, right? I'm sure her parents were like, what do you mean you're leaving that job? But she's doing very well for herself. And now she is talking to individuals about finances and, you know, financial freedom and debt and, you know, working for yourself and what is your why and identifying all that. Like, I didn't go all through her channel, but I definitely subscribed, and I will check out some of her other videos. But I just think it's powerful to hear individuals across the world, because I think she's in Japan, or one of her videos said she's learning Japan, but to be able to tap in and say, you know what, I can do something else. I can make it on my own. I can really be free, struggle a little bit until I figure it out, and then, you know, let the sky not even be the limit. So that's it for this video. I may come back because I have another hour to go. So I'm going to watch some more videos and see what else kind of inspires me. And I'm going to come back and inspire you guys too. Because that is my why. You know, my why is definitely to motivate, to encourage, inspire, and train the masses. I want everyone to understand that life now, you are to live your life right now. And life now means living in full expectation, never-ending opportunities within. Because I truly believe that God has given each and every one of us everything that we need inside. We just need to tap in and move out of fear. Move out of fear and work hard. And I I need to take that call. So be blessed, subscribe, like it, share the video. Peace.